Yeah, check 1 2, check 1 2. Is this mic on? Is this mic on? Hey, listen, man, it's the one and only trendsetter DJ Sense, and you're listening to Cocktails, Dirty Discussions with Kiki and Medina Monroe. Yeah.
Today's cocktail is called Bust It Down, Tatiana. I want to see you bust it down. The ingredients you need for Bust It Down, Tatiana. You need some Hennessy, some Prosecco, and tequila, and some ice. So I'm going to say, like, I literally created this cocktail, so that's why it sounds so crazy. You can pour just a shot of each. I always use a shot glass when I'm pouring. So just a shot of Henny, a shot of Prosecco, a shot of tequila or two, and some ice. So you're just going to mix it all together, stir, don't shake because it has Prosecco in it. And that's going to make you bust it down like Tatiana.
Well, I've been trying to bust it down like Tatiana all week. Let me tell y'all, I have been texting. I was like, you know what? I'm just calling people. I'm texting people. I'm about to have some cocktails because I too, like the listeners, I'm sick of reading emails. I'm sick of it.
You know, I'm not going to lie. Like, I feel like I have some cocktail worthy cocktails.
Okay. So what's the holdup?
Because sometimes you're ashamed.
Why are you ashamed?
There are some things that I've been doing lately that I'm a little ashamed of. And so I got to pray about it. And until then, our listeners still need to be heard. We have a lot of cocktails in that email.
I mean, yeah, but I just feel like soon enough there will be another drought. So they can get read months and months later.
All right.
What you been up to?
Girl, I don't know what got into me this week, but like, I think I just was like, when you feel yourself about to just be sad and you don't even know why. I felt like I was having a moment where I was like in the house and I was like, I'm going to be sad. And then I was like, no, fuck, you're not. Get up and go out. I went out from Thursday all the way to Monday, bitch. I was just going out. I was like, what?
Where were you going?
So Thursday we had a company event. It was in Roswell. It was like the Roswell Ghost Tours. I was super excited. I love scary shit. Shit wasn't scary, but we at least got to get drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Then they had a little after party. It was fun. And then, not on Thursday. That was on Friday. Sorry. That was Friday. Thursday, Hannah invited me to this Swiss Beats, rum tasting event in the city. And it was so much fun. It was a little bit of forced fun at first because, it just wasn't fun at first, but then it got super lit after we got drunk tasting all the rum. It was a lot of fun. Then afterwards we went to some gay bar. It was fun. I met a listener. He was super dope. He was like, Medina. I was like, oh, hey. He was like, wow, you really like sound like how you sound. I was like, it's me. That's why. And then on Saturday, what did I do on Saturday? Saturday, I went to a comedy show with my neighbor and it was super fun. It was her boyfriend's birthday and she really treated that nigga. Like she was paying for everything. The bitch was buying sections.
What?
You know how they do, girl, I was like, you love him. You know how they do the comedy shows on Saturdays before the club starts at Oak?
No, I didn't know that.
That's my second time going. Okay. One time one of my friends was the headliners and that's how I even knew that they did that. But they do it earlier in the night and then it turns into the club.
Oh, that's cool.
You
said
dope.
Saturdays?
Saturdays. And then we went to Red Martini. Sunday, some of my friends were in town and we went out and then, we did that thing late in the wee hours of the night with DJ Sturgis.
Yes. The plug.
That was dope. The plug.
Y'all, I was drunk all weekend too. I didn't even go out though. I was at my house. People just kept coming over. Like one night, my friend and her friend came over. They literally came over. We probably drank 2 to 3 bottles of wine. There were 3 of us. And then we stayed up talking. They cooked. And then I fell asleep. I don't know what happened. I helped them pack Tupperware. And that was it. And then Saturday, I had a bunch of people over. And we did like a crab boil. And we were drinking. We were up till like 6 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, true.
Yeah, we were. Like, people were just asleep all over my house. Everybody was way too fucked up to even think about trying to, like, leave the spot that they were in. And so, I did that. And so all day Sunday, I was, like, out of it. I didn't even try and eat food till after 7 o'clock p.m.
I love mornings like that.
I don't want another one.
Oh, you were like sick. You was sick.
It was like I was so tired. Like my hip was starting to hurt and I was laying on the couch. I couldn't even make it to my bed. I'm laying on the couch and I just didn't have the strength to roll over.
Isn't it so crazy that like when we were 21, you could just pop back?
It would be fine. You wake up like nothing.
What are we doing next? You just pop your eyelashes back on and you ready to go.
I'm like, what did I even do that night? I don't know. But oh well, it was a good time. And it was cool being on that podcast. Also, we did the Hair and Whatever podcast that came out this week. And the plug, by the time you guys hear this, it'll be out. It comes out Wednesday. So y'all make sure you check us out on that show. I guess that's it really for my good shot. Yeah. Me too. Okay, we can move on to weird sex, and we do have a guest today, so we'll introduce you guys to her after this.
You said a man is not a necessity, a man is a luxury.
Like dessert. Yeah. A man is absolutely not a necessity.
Did you mean that to sound mean and bitter?
Oh, not at all. I adore dessert. I love men. I think men are the coolest. But you don't really need them to live.
So this story is about someone who, she just needs to take more than a chill pill. So this woman in New Jersey showed up to the home of a man who allegedly texted her for sex at 4 a.m. Before she arrived. So she wanted to go over there. This is a dick appointment. She's cool with it. She's heading over and he fell asleep on her. And so he falls asleep. It happens to all of us. She decided that she was going to burn his shit down.
Oh, I heard about this.
And I'm just like,
sis. I mean,
that's too much.
You be angry. You do get angry.
I might have thought about doing some crazy shit like that, but you don't do it. They
break
said
a
that
window. Don't.
I'm not even doing that.
I'm not doing either, but his house?
That's crazy. So she called him 8 times. He didn't pick up. She texted him, if you want to die. And then she texted him, you wasted my money to come out here. Before the blaze was, she had already set the shit on fire, but she's texting him.
Did he get out of the house? He got out.
He escaped through a window, but suffered from burns and smoke inhalation. He was only wearing a t-shirt and was covered in soot. He ran to a nearby police station around 4:30 a.m. to get help. Police said the home and its contents were completely destroyed.
That's not cool.
Though the firefighters did save his dog. The lady was arrested and charges including arson and attempted murder. She was held without bail. Is that not crazy?
That's fucking insane.
Now, when people say crazy, that's crazy. We're not crazy.
We're not. I'm not crazy because I called you 21 times in a row. That's not crazy.
Now, when I took a match and lit that bitch up and was like texting you if you want to die.
And really meant it.
Yeah, like, I want you to die. No.
Well, I wonder what she been through. Because that's like, she had her last straw. Y'all not gonna keep, I got these babies.
Wow. I ain't had sex in 6 months. You know, it could have been anything. But anyway,
well, y'all, we have a special guest with us. She's fine as fuck.
Yeah.
Do you just want us to call you Kim? Or do you have like a stage name?
Okay, honestly, I want people to call me by my real name, which is Kimia.
Oh,
but for some reason, people like to say Kamaya. And I'm like, that's not my name. I'm not Kamaya. Like,
what
Kimia.
is your ethnicity?
Well, I'm Middle Eastern and I'm mixed with a little bit of Italian, Russian, and Turkish. So you already know.
That's a nice little mix.
Yes.
Do you speak any other languages?
English is actually my second language, but I speak Farsi and I'm also learning Spanish.
Okay, so I always say this when somebody tells me they speak Farsi because growing up, my neighbors, they were from, they spoke Farsi. They're from Iran. Is it Iran?
Yes.
Okay, so their name were Brian and Sean, and their dad's name was Mr. Sam. And on my birthday, he sang me happy birthday, and I know this song. Tabalo, 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 Mubarak, Mubarak, Mubarak. I know it.
We get lit, right?
We get lit. I used to be like, thanks, Mr. Sam. I do that every time, and the people would be like, this little black girl really know the song.
Yeah.
So, Kim, here on Cocktails, we like to play a little game to get our guests loose.
All right.
If the alcohol doesn't work.
The alcohol is working.
Perfect. We are going to play this or that.
Okay.
So we're going to give you 2 options and you pick one.
Oh, shit.
No matter how crazy they are.
All right.
And they might be
crazy. I feel like it's about to get crazy.
Okay, the first one. Spirit or the Megabus?
Spirit Airline or the Megabus.
Oh my God. They're so terrible. Spirit?
I'm taking Spirit too.
Yeah. If I'm
There's
being
a reason
honest,
why
like,
I put that on
for
their Optel
sure.
after we finished playing the game. Okay. Threesome or one-on-one sex?
One-on-one sex.
Okay.
And it's because I had a threesome and I got so fucking jealous.
Are you serious?
Yes, and I'm so confident in bed too. Like, I be running shit. I'm like, I know what I'm doing. You know, I'm like feeling myself, and it was my idea too.
Was it your dude or?
It was my guy. We were in a relationship. I was actually with him for like 4 years. So anyways, long story short, I'm like, yeah, babe, like I'm feeling sexy. Like, we need to go out. Let me find the girl and you're going to get to sleep with her, you know? So we ended up finding a girl and we went home, and at the beginning, like, it was so fun and I was like loving it. It turned me on to know that like my man was getting turned on and this whole thing was my idea. But then after I heard her moaning, I was like, bitch, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out.
You actually were
literally,
like, this is over now. Get out.
Yeah.
What did she do?
And I don't talk to her still to this day. Yeah, me and him are not even together.
She's putting her drawers on, heading out the door.
Yeah,
Right.
for real.
You couldn't handle it.
Bitch was still wet from the shower and everything. I was like, get the fuck out. Yeah, seriously. And I really thought I could handle it. Like, I want to be like that bad bitch. Like, oh yeah, we had a threesome. It was fun. Like, it was fun for like 5 minutes. And then I was like, all right, bitch. Bye.
Were y'all drunk?
Yeah.
Wow.
That is funny.
We were
That's
pretty
hilarious.
lit. We were pretty lit.
Oh my God. Okay, next one. Late on your rent or late on your period?
Late on my period, because if you're late on rent, if y'all don't fucking know, they will charge you up the fucking ass.
Yes, they will.
And I can always go and take a plan B. You know what I mean? At the pharmacy. Like,
that's
true.
Unless you're too late.
Yeah, the
catch
plan
me.
Well, I
B is
guess.
only 3 days. You can do
True.
another procedure.
I'll catch that shit. I'll catch that shit quick.
Hey, look, when you know, you know. You be like, oh, look, let me keep my own day. Okay. Okay. Hairy genitals or bald genitals?
I want to say bald.
I want to say bald.
For sure.
I like you to have a nice little shave or wax.
Hell yeah. I want it to be like smooth, you know?
Yeah. We talked about this the other day. I have a brace in the bottom of my teeth, and sometimes like the pubic hairs will get in it.
Yeah.
And it'll be
I was going to
stuck.
say, have you guys ever like gone down on somebody and you come back up and you have like a hair either like stuck in between your
and
teeth?
You be trying to get it.
You be trying to get it, but sometimes, you know, a little piece still sticks in there.
You feel it. The next thing you're like, this is booty hair.
Yeah. So gross.
Okay. Spit on or peed on?
Spit on. Are you kidding me? I don't want nobody to pee on me.
Which one would you pick?
I'm picking spit.
You're just picking spit?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick spit too.
Why are you guys saying it like you're thinking about it? Like,
No, it would definitely be
that's a
spit.
no-brainer.
Both happen, and I would prefer the spit.
I've said a million times, I don't want to be peed on. Now, I will pee on you. That's fine. If you ask me to.
For real though, have you guys peed on anybody before?
Someone requested that I do that, and I tried, and my mind wouldn't let me do it.
Really?
So then I was like, well, you can just pee on me if you just really have to have this piss
I feel
thing
like
happen.
I've peed on somebody, but it wasn't on purpose because I'm a squirter. And so like, I kind of had to go pee at the same time. And y'all know like, it's not the same shit. So, I feel like I just let it go and I just straight up peed on the guy. So
He probably
liked it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So eat the booty or get y'all booty ate?
Eat the booty.
Eat the booty.
Eat the motherfucking booty.
Me too.
Really?
See, I'm not alone, Medina.
I did not think you were gonna say that.
Yes. I don't know what it is about like my butt, but I just like, I only want you to play with it like sometimes and I want it to be like cute, but I don't want your face like all up in there because like some men are just like extra aggressive and I'm just like, I don't want you diving in my ass. Like get the fuck up out of there, you know? And let's not get it confused. Like men love to to have their
booty holes licked. We talk about this all the time. They really do.
And then when you ask them about it, they're like, no, man, I don't like that. But it's like, you liked it last night.
Please. I was back there.
And you was lifting your leg up, too.
Exactly.
And I'm lifting
Spreading the butt cheeks.
Right. They be trying to act like it's, they don't like, you like it, and it's all right.
Okay, we don't even have to talk about it.
Oh, booty hole.
We'll do it.
Doesn't floss good or doesn't wipe his booty good?
Damn, you guys are giving me some real fucked up scenarios.
That's what's gonna make it hard to answer.
Doesn't floss because I feel like I could like get up in there and like floss your teeth for you, but I can't wipe your ass every time you take a shit. So it's like,
oh, a dirty booty. I've actually had a friend
dirty booty. They don't even smell
her dude's
good.
Teeth for him.
Really?
What? He didn't do good. And I was like, wow, because floss.
That's love too.
That's love.
Ooh,
like,
ooh.
oh, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna go with a dirty booty. Like,
you would rather have
somebody who doesn't,
because if he doesn't floss good, like I gotta really see that and smell it. Your booty.
But don't you think that like if they, yeah, I guess
I'm not really in your booty.
And you know what? I have a rule with people that I'm like really gonna get down with.
Mm-hmm.
You have to wash yourself before we do anything.
You're one of those.
I'm one of those because I'm not about to get turned off if I get down there and your booty fucking stinks. Or some shit's not right, or you've been sweating all day and you didn't take a shower. Like, no. You want me to go down there, you're gonna make sure that shit is clean. But what if you're
like hot and heavy, it's in the moment? Are you still one of those people where you're like, go get a shower?
Then we can start in the shower and then go to the bedroom. I mean, like, I'm not gonna ask of them to do that every single time, but I just feel like you want us to take care of that shit. You want it to be clean. So like vice versa, we got noses too, you know? Mm-hmm. So yeah.
I feel you. I ain't even mad. Get your ass in the shower.
Yeah.
I think that was the last one.
Well, that was fucked up.
I love that game. That's become like our new little game.
I like it. I like it. Yeah.
Okay, well,
they were hard.
No. There's one more. Okay. Be a thought or be a hoe?
That's a complicated question.
It is.
Aren't they the same thing?
I don't
That's
know.
what I say. I think it's the same.
don't know.
It's the same shit.
It's
right?
just another name for hoe, I think.
Is it?
I think so.
I think thought is like a more ghetto way to say it, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then like a hoe is more of like a basic bitch.
Okay.
Like a basic white bitch way to say it. I don't know.
Well, with that being said, thought or hoe, first of all, before we get into the discussion, one of my friends sent me a text message thread today. I asked him if it was okay for me to read it. He said it was. Block that out because he doesn't want it to know it was him. And he called me. He was like, hey, look, I want to know your take on this conversation I just had with this girl. I was like, all right, cool. I love that he does that to us. Like, he really be wanting to understand people. I mean, he don't listen, but this is the thread. I'm just going to start in the middle of the conversation because this is how he sent it. So he goes, yeah, you're bougie. Doesn't matter which airline. Doesn't matter the airline. The girl says, I don't fly Spirit. He goes, I've never flown them. I could not get over the word floon because I didn't understand what floon. It's flown, or if you're trying to be funny, flued. It's wrong. Okay. I've never flown them. But what's wrong with them? That's what he says. LOL. Is it bad? She goes, I haven't either, but I never plan to. He goes, and why is that? If you've never flown them, bougie without an experience. She goes, I've just heard bad things, so I'd rather not. And to check their bags, it's expensive. I travel heavy. The man goes, man, hush. We're going to find the best deal. I fly heavy and a lot, so we'll figure it out. She goes, again, I don't fly Spirit. He goes, again, we're going to find the best deal.
Spirit do be having good deals, though.
She goes, laughing my ass off, sure. He goes, okay, well, you get your flight and I'll take care of the stay and living. That way you can cater to how you fly. She goes, laughing my ass off. You invited me, sir. He goes, I surely did, but you have unreasonable stipulations. Is that unreasonable, first of all? I'm not done, but is it unreasonable?
I need more background.
Okay. You don't fly this group for some odd reasons, but never flown with them. So we can meet in the middle. If you don't want to go anymore because of your logic, then that's your decision and I'll respect it, ma'am. She goes, you asked me my preference and I told you. So it's up to you. He goes, I did. And I also told you the plan. So it's above me now. She sent the thumbs up. He said, so that's a no. You don't want to go, correct? She goes, I'm not flying Spirit. The bitch said it 5 times. So if it comes down to that, then I guess not. He goes, okie dokie. So you can find a flight and I'll take care of everything else. Or I'm looking for the best deal to get you there safe and sound. She goes, nah, I'm not doing that either. You invited me and I don't come off anything that involves a traveling expense. He goes, well, looks like that's a dub for you. No worries. Hopefully I'll see you the next time I'm in your city or you come to my city and you can plan it.
He's still kind of nice about it though.
Yeah, he was
nice.
Yeah.
She was like, He said definitely. And that was the end of the conversation. And he asked me my thoughts. He said, was he wrong? And I was like, I said, I don't think you were wrong. I don't. You were very clear with you're going to find a good deal. She was very clear with she didn't want to fly Spirit. I said, I don't think you were wrong. I think it could have been handled a little bit more tactful. A conversation, like a phone
They're just not good for each other.
Yeah.
No,
but
I'm just kidding.
if they had the phone conversation, then what do you think that would have been different?
I think the attitudes could have probably been taken out of it because for you to say like she had unreasonable stipulations just because she didn't want to fly Spirit because she never flown them before. First of all, everybody knows Spirit's reputation. That's not a secret. You don't have to fly Spirit
It's
to
shit,
know
right?
that it's shit. They literally get the planes that are broken down from other airlines. Like the seats don't go back. It literally says on the thing, you are just buying.
You are in a recycled airplane. Fly at your own risk.
You're flying to just get to where you're going. No comfort. Like
you can't even get a Coke on the flight for free. You gotta pay for it.
You gotta pay to breathe. Like, so it's like no one has to really even, their reputation is bad. So I was with sis on that. I don't think she was trying to be bougie. I think she was just like, I'm not flying Spirit. I would like to be comfortable. I just think it was one of those things where it was like, hey, look, if we gotta have this much conversation about how I'm getting flown out, maybe you don't need to be fluing people out. That is what I said. And I was just like, nobody was wrong.
I mean, honestly, like, I'll travel and whatever. And as I'm sure same thing goes for you guys, like guys are the ones that pay for my flights. They pay for everything.
Mm-hmm,
so like now I'm just kind of used to it. And I'm like, okay, like don't fucking look at me to pay for a flight or whatever. And there's been a couple times where they didn't get me Delta. Like I only fly Delta and I make sure to tell them that. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know.
Do they ever have a discussion with you about the plane ticket, or is it just already a said thing? Like
it's already a said thing.
They say we're going here. You already know you don't have to discuss what's
right,
going on.
Yeah. And if you want to see me, then you're gonna change whatever you gotta change
to make it happen.
Yeah, to make it happen. So like I guess I'm on the girl side on this one. So
I was saying this. I was just like, I don't think it needs to be this much of a debate.
Yeah, it was too much back and forth. She said she don't fly. You said, okay, but I'm trying to get you the best deal. If it was about her really wanting to see you, I was like, she's not that interested in the trip. If it was about her wanting to see you, she probably would have bought her own flight. But that wasn't it. She wanted the flued out experience. And she wasn't trying to do it the budget way.
And then he asked me, he was like, so Medina, you gonna sit here and tell me ain't nobody ever flown you out on Spirit? And I said, I'm not gonna lie. A nigga did fly me out on Spirit one time. Let me tell you. My birthday weekend was horrid. A lot of shit happened. I flew out there, first class ticket, American Airlines, and ended up getting sent back, missed my flight, and I had to get a Spirit airline ticket. Now he had to do that because it was very last minute. And that was just what I could get. It was like literally the night before we had to buy a ticket. But I was depressed. I was sitting on the Spirit flight crying. And I was like, no. I was like, no, I have a bad birthday. I came here on first class and I'm leaving on Spirit. My back is hurting. My neck is hurting. I was like, so I'm not gonna lie. Bro did get the Spirit ticket, but it was because he had to. He wasn't like,
that's not what he chose.
That was the only, that was like the only thing that we could get. Because I missed my flight, 2 of them.
That really sucks.
Yeah. Anyways, I just wanted to share that because I thought it was a good little discussion. But the real topic.
I wonder how many people
get flown out on Spirit.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot
of people.
Because I had even told him, I said, I bet if you would have just bought the Spirit flight and not really had a discussion on like, I'm gonna find the best rate, she probably still would have went. He's like, you think so? I was like, I know so.
Yeah.
She still
because she already got the ticket.
Yeah.
Now she feels like, well, I gotta make sure because you're halfway acting like I have a choice in the matter.
Yeah.
Even though in the end she really didn't, but she doesn't know. So like, why would she sell herself short? That's a good point.
Yeah. But whatever. That was getting flown out.
Flown out.
So we're talking about Thotumn today. I'm personally am ready for Thotumn. I'm very ready.
For
yes,
Thotumn?
are y'all ready for Thotumn?
I'm ready for Thotumn, bitch. I'm ready.
I've been ready.
Has the season started?
Seriously. And Halloween is like, what, 2 days away?
Yes.
I feel like that's like the kickoff. That's when the real season starts because everybody gets to come out. That's the sluttiest night of the year, you know?
You have your booty out.
Ooh,
like,
but I feel like not as much in Atlanta, though.
Really?
Because, you know, people be judging in Atlanta.
You think so?
I think so. I wanted to go to Vegas for Halloween so bad because I'm like, I can't be my true slutty self on Halloween because these people know me out here and I know they're gonna have something to say about it. So.
Are you gonna dress up for Halloween?
I think so.
What are you gonna be?
I think so. I don't know yet.
It's always hard coming up with a good costume. I've been seeing all the people on Instagram with these parties and they were like really dressed up. I want to have Halloween like that.
I do too.
I kind of want to have a birthday that's Halloween themed. But anyways, that's besides the point. Sorry.
So we're talking about Thotumn and being thoughty moments. Do you think you've had like some thoughty moments in life?
Definitely.
Are you proud of them or are you ashamed?
I wouldn't say I'm ashamed because I feel like in those moments, I really was being a thought because I wanted to be a thought. You feel me? So like, you know, I don't really take it back, but I feel bad for the, you know, the other bitches out there, the other thoughts, because I will out-thought a thought.
I will out-thought a thought.
So what's like some things you feel like were thoughty that you did?
The way I dressed, my demeanor, the way I acted, you feel me? Like the way I was dancing. So, you know, all of that, I think like if you take all of that and put it in a blender, out comes a thought. You know what I mean?
Thought juice, a thought smoothie. I feel like I'm being thoughty when I go out some nights and I'm just seeking male attention and I'm just being extra.
Like doing the most.
Doing the most. And if you don't know me, if you know me, you get it. But if you don't know me, you might be like, damn, that bitch is really being extra tonight. Sometimes I just go out like just because I want some male attention. Do you ever feel like that?
Always. Are you kidding me, bitch? I don't step out the house unless I know I'm gonna get some male attention. Like what?
That's how I be feeling, Kim. I be like, what? Is it gonna be some inside?
Like I'm not gonna walk out the house if I know that there's no way I'm gonna get male attention. Like
it feels so good.
It feels good. And for the females out there that say like, oh, that's so thirsty, that's so this, that's so that, like, you know, deep down you feel that way. You know that little last look you do in the mirror before you walk out, like you know you're about to get some dick.
I hate when I go out and I'm not prepared for the male attention and I get a lot and I'm like, I could have been way cuter. Y'all don't even know.
Like
I thought you were talking about like shaving or something.
Well, I didn't even think of that. But yeah, that makes me mad when I didn't think I was getting some dick and I'm getting some and it's like a bush and I always send a warning text like, hey, so just want to let you know if you want to reschedule, it's fine. But I'm very hairy. It's like a jungle down there.
Yeah.
It is like the Amazon jungle.
I had to get my wax on Monday.
I need to get a wax currently.
So I can be ready.
Yeah.
I just shaved.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Over the summer though?
Mm-hmm. Wax.
Yeah, wax. But over the winter, I'm like, fuck it.
Would you send a warning if you didn't feel like shaving? Like, would you tell him?
Well, if I don't shave, that means I'm purposely trying not to get fucked that night. So there's no point in sending a text and warning somebody, you know, but that's just me. I don't know. I'll be prepared like every time I go. Sometimes, like in the trunk of my car, I have this little box and it's got like an extra pair of panties in there, like some makeup,
like a little hoe bag,
a little hoe bag, but like a hoe bag.
Yeah, really thorough. It's in a little box.
Yeah, it's in a little box.
That so I can stop getting caught off guard.
Pink. The inside of it is brown, and I keep like all that extra shit in there just in case, like if I'm like too fucked up, and I'm just like, fuck it, Kim, you weren't prepared for this, but you're going to do it anyway. Like, I always have that with me. And, you know, I have a little toothbrush, a little razor. So, you know, I'll be ready to go.
That's
smart. I need to keep my whole box
just in case. But I never really open the box.
I mean, yeah. Sometimes. But then when I have to wash the stuff after I'm done being a hoe, I got to take that stuff inside. Switch it out, get some new underwear in there if I'm choosing to wear those. Another robe, maybe.
Yeah.
You know?
So let me ask y'all this. How many men and women
Uh-huh.
do you think, like, is there an appropriate number of people you should have on your team? Like, do you think you can have too many?
I think if you can handle them, if you can balance them, and everybody's getting enough attention to stay on the team and not get a little unruly.
What do you mean by team?
Team, like
your rotation of men or women.
You got Jerome over here. You got Tyler. You got Josh. You got Deontay. You got Akbar.
I mean, I just think everybody on the team needs to have a position, right?
Right, a certain position. There's one that's taking you to dinner.
Yeah, they all got to be taking me out to dinner.
You know I need to eat.
No.
Okay. Yeah, maybe one of them can be just dinner.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to be fed by everybody. I said that on the Plug Show. I need to eat at some point during this outing. Before, after,
Absolutely,
whenever.
bitch. Breakfast, brunch, lunch, and dinner, and dessert after that.
Okay.
And a midnight snack after that.
Kim, you really be out.
You know.
I can't.
Do you think that is too much if you're having sex with the whole team?
Depends on how big your team is.
Let's
Because
say
that's just a
5.
little risky.
That's
it's just
very
riskier,
risky.
you know? And then what if you get something and you pass it on?
To the
now
whole
you got,
team.
Now if you get rid of it, you gonna get it again because one of them has it, or maybe all of them have it.
Yeah.
I, as far as like the team thing, I feel like maybe like over 10 is too much. But are we talking like
That's
fucking them, or are we talking like just keeping them like in rotation?
You don't have to fuck them all.
You don't have to.
All
I
right,
personally
I
don't
feel like,
fuck them
okay,
all.
so I feel like you can talk to like, however many people you want to if you're single, right? Now, once you have that conversation with somebody, you better cut them off because obviously if you get caught, you're fucked. But I feel like 10 is okay because I have like about like 8-ish right now that
God,
like
damn.
people that I'm
Damn,
No,
pass
no,
on
no.
over here.
just, just hanging out. You
Yeah.
feel me?
You're living your best life. You're
I
having fun.
am, yeah, absolutely. But, if you're fucking all of them, then I feel like that's too much. I think, like, if you fuck more than, like, 5, is that still too high?
I'm thinking about the people I plan to fuck within the next 2 weeks, and I'm just like,
I don't have a team of 8. I would say, like, the most team players I've had is 5. And on a team of 5, there'll
that
be
you
one that I'm
consistently
fucking.
talk to, just 5.
They're all there. And some of them aren't as present as the other ones. Like, they kind of, like, they probably got a team, too. And I'm out of the 5, I'm probably fucking 1 and maybe fondling and doing stuff every now and then with another.
Yeah. That's good. I feel like 5 is reasonable.
Small, like, because I thought 5 was small. Kim got
small,
8.
like 3 to 5 is a good team because
Okay.
I probably am gonna fuck them all. I can be a little easy,
Right.
so if we
And then
can't fuck
like
more than
use
5,
protection too, you know what I mean? But I do agree with you when you said, what'd you say earlier?
Girl,
that they
I don't
have their
know.
own position or something
Oh
like
yes,
that?
everybody should have a position. So like,
Yes.
not
So
necessarily dinner, but just they know if they're gonna be the one that you're talking to all day long,
Right.
or the person that
Right.
I'm just gonna hit you up on the weekend so we can get this section.
Yeah. So
Me and my
there's
girls.
gotta be like, a good like 3 of those.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? But I feel like they all at some point have to do like the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because otherwise, like, I'm not going to talk to you. Now, if we're talking about like friends, I've got plenty of those, like, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But the guys that I like want to be there, like, that I talk to on a regular basis, yeah. Some of them, like, they're better at taking care of me when I'm sick than others.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are better at sex than others,
Yeah.
So I just feel
That one
like,
gets a
yeah,
lot
but
of
as
time.
far as like dinner and hanging out and doing all that shit, yeah, they all better be like ready for that. And consistently talking to me too, because I'm not going to give you my time, like, if you don't give me yours,
You're so like, Kim's like, I'm really not
I'm not playing around.
Yeah.
And it's hard dating in Atlanta too. Don't you guys feel like that?
Yeah.
Everybody fucking knows everyone, and I'm just like,
Oh, that part
damn.
too.
No, and we weren't even thinking about that. Wow, we weren't even thinking about that. We're
What
doing
were
like a
you
little
guys thinking?
dating project right now, trying to like set each other up on blind dates to really figure out why the dating process in Atlanta is so hard when it shouldn't be. It should be fun. It should be fun. It
I'm
should
starting to
be.
figure it out. Well, not that I didn't know. I think So the problem that we're having with setting each other up is not that the guys aren't attracted to either one of us or even want to do the date. They don't want to talk about it afterwards. And I feel like it's because their teams are too fucking huge and the girls on their team don't know that they're on a team.
Oh, absolutely not.
They think they're playing tennis and this is a football team.
Right.
With some reserve players waiting over here on the missed calls.
That is not... People get on my nerves. Like, just let...
I just feel like if you already lying, keep lying. Say you was asking something.
Like, already people who are married, people who are in serious relationships, or just like consistently or persistently dating somebody, like, I know damn well if I was to go up to them and say, like, hey, you want to fuck tonight? Or you want to go get lunch tomorrow or whatever, they would make up any excuse to, like, get away from their girls. And that's exactly why I don't like dating in Atlanta, because, like, Travis Scott and Kylie, for example, bitch is hot, she's a billionaire, and he still fucking cheated on her.
He did?
You know what I mean? Yes.
With a regular bitch or another famous bitch?
I don't know if she's famous. I mean, she has hella followers now, but I think they've known each other, like, from, like, school days or some shit. I don't know.
Do you think that everybody's just gonna cheat?
I think most
I
people
feel like
will.
at some point, yes. And as a female, as the girlfriend or the wife or whatever, you just need to be, like, okay with that. Honestly, would you rather your man do it behind your back or you know about it? That's kind of what it comes down to, in my opinion.
So you would be
Which
okay
fucking
with...
sucks.
Do you want to get married?
I would not be okay with someone cheating on me, but the reality is that's what everyone's doing now. There's too many thoughts out there, you know? There's too many bitches out there that are, like, you know, just crawling all over your man, and you're just like, fuck, you know? So
that's actually crazy. I just had this whole, like, I saw myself getting married and I was at the altar and we were so happy. I was crying. He was crying.
And then what happened?
And then I looked, like, 5 years down the line. I was with the babies at home. Like, oh, my titties are all big. I'm breastfeeding. I still got my little pudge. And he's out there with some thoughts. Just fucking raw dogging hoes. Like,
would you? I'm trying to think if I would want... No, I've already said before, I don't think I would mind later on down the line if I felt good in my relationship, like the core of my relationship, but we decided to open it up. That's a conversation I'm willing to have, but just where you think it's okay to just go fuck whoever and you don't need to tell me.
And also, what is our financial status? Because I also feel like if we don't got a lot of money, we don't. What you opening up for? Yeah, where are you going?
No. Okay, so first of all, I really only want to get married if it's money there, because otherwise, the whole point, well, half of the point in me getting married is to combine forces. If there is no force to combine, then we can just be lifetime partners. We don't need because then I'm gonna have a wedding.
Yeah.
Like what? I'm just gonna, no. So anyway, yeah, if you can't afford that shit, no.
You don't need to be trying to have girlfriend number 2 if you can't even take care of me.
You need to do something for her too. And I'm over here stressed out. How do you think you have time to go make somebody else happy?
There's, like, a few men out there that actually, like, respect,
Do you want more tequila?
I already poured some more tequila in here.
Love you.
No, I honestly think that... Fuck, I forgot what I was saying.
Well, I have a question. When you choose to date some of the men that you date, do you look at their financial status?
Oh, yeah, that's what I was saying. Of course. Absolutely. I totally agree with her. Like, there's very few men out there that actually, like, appreciate a woman that, like, is aware of that stuff. Like, I feel like...
That was a nice, classy way to put that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's very few guys that are willing to, like, have a ride or die and, like, build with somebody, like, make more money with that person and do all that stuff. Like, I don't know. It's just a lot of people don't care. And it's like a few guys. Okay, so going back to the whole dating thing, like, all the guys that are, like, really good in the sense that, like, they respect, like, a partner, ride or die, all of that, they're either, like, gay, they're married, or they're already, like, in a relationship and have been in a relationship for a really long time. Like, I just don't feel like you could go and find a man out there that has money and is gonna be like, oh, baby, it's all for you, you know? So, I don't know.
Well, back to thoughtism.
Yes.
How do you guys feel? Lately, I have been being very thoughty on Instagram. And I feel like me just a couple years ago, 1 to 2 years ago, I looked at that as like, oh my, remember I would talk about like, oh my gosh, like I'm not going to post like booty out pictures, but I wanted to, but I'd be like, oh my gosh, like I'm going to feel ashamed, like posting like lingerie pictures or like if it's too like risque, like what are people going to think? But lately I have been being kind of thoughty. I spread out my thoughty moments. I wait until I'm drunk, obviously.
That's the best time.
It's the best time.
Because then you can be the best thought when you're drunk.
Yeah, you can be the best thought when you don't even care. You be putting the captions up like, what? Yeah, my booty out, so. And like, and I used to wake up and delete it and be so sad and be like, oh my God, I'm going to go to hell. But now I'm like, it's like liberating. You want your booty out, bitch? Post your booty as long as you're of age. Now, kids doing it, I'd be like, you're too young. But like, if you want to post a sexy picture in lingerie, I'm like, then post that shit if that makes you feel good. I don't think that somebody should look at you like, oh.
Well, you know, I have a sister and 2 Persian, like, parents that are looking at my shit all the time. So it's like, I take cute ass pictures and I'm like, oh yeah, that's so hot. And I'll post it and my sister will be like, put it down. Like, do you guys have like family members that like you're afraid to like see your stuff?
I used to feel like that, but as of lately, I just got to the point where I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
really? I need to not.
I won't
give a
go
fuck
extreme. I'm not gonna be like sucking dick on Instagram.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be naked. But like my titties might be out a lot.
Some lingerie might happen.
Yeah,
especially if I'm drunk. No, I used to be afraid more so of the things that they would hear me say. Like even now, I don't like my mom to listen to the show. I don't want my family listening to the show because it just gets too disgusting. And I don't want to talk about.
You know she's listening, right?
She really doesn't, but everybody else does.
My mom's friends.
My dad listened and he called me about the show and I thought it was going to be about the sex part. And he was just mad that I was talking about him one day and cursing. And I was like, are you kidding me? That's the part? You must not have listened to much of it because this is trash. But when it comes to like thotty moments on Instagram pictures and stuff, no. I almost posted a nude picture of me the other day.
Nude, Kiki?
Like full on, or like are we talking Kim K nude?
This was an accident. This wasn't on purpose.
Oh, I thought you meant like you were actually thinking about.
Oh, no. I could tell by y'all's reaction. I'm like, y'all ain't never thought you was about to accidentally post something. But yeah, I almost posted it. And I was like, whoo, let me be careful here. They told me to move them to the hidden folder.
Honestly, there's an app. But this new iPhone update, I'm not feeling it. I don't like how when you go to send somebody a picture, all of your
that's where I keep seeing them. Click on the wrong person.
Girl, I was cutting up last night and I'm just like, oh God. I kept thinking I was accidentally going to text my boss.
You know what you can do? It's go to your app store or whatever and type in secret calculator. You like put punch and it works just like a regular calculator. So if someone wants to like call you out, you can be like, look, 2 + 2 = 4. Like, you know, but you can put in your code and you can put all your nudes in there. And the only person
and then delete them from the photos folder.
I think it automatically deletes it for you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I need to get that.
So that's where I keep my nudes. Before I send them,
But yeah, I couldn't post something like that. But I don't mind. I don't feel like I look at other girls crazy either. Only when there's like little babies in the background. Like, girl, move the baby out. Yes, put them in the crib.
Yeah, and then post your thotty picture. It feels good to post a thotty picture. I was telling bitches this weekend, if you feel like posting the thotty picture, just post it. You're gonna feel good. Like, unless
you get 50 likes in like 4 hours, it's just gonna be like, wake up everybody.
That doesn't feel good. Like the only shit that I delete when I'm being too thotty is when I'm like kissing bitches. And like one time me and Brittany, not your Brittany, I have a best friend Brittany.
You said kissing bitches?
I was sucking her tongue. I don't know if you saw that. And I was like, we were very drunk and I was like, I woke up in the morning and I was like, delete. You know, you're trying to look and see who saw it. I'd be like, did my mom see it? Did my sister see it? Did my brother see it?
Exactly. That's why you block them.
Delete. They would be offended if I blocked them.
Just block them from your story.
Like
you
hide.
Can do that?
Yes.
Absolutely.
You have to do that.
You can absolutely do that. You can like
you
literally.
Pick the little gear.
But will
in the
they
corner.
know?
Mm-mm. It's just regular, but they'll just never see a story post. And some people don't post to their stories.
Yeah, and so they'll think that you just didn't post that day or something.
Y'all just put me on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta... Some people, just give them a little respect to hide the thought stuff.
Yeah. Oh, Thotumn. It is Thotumn, y'all. And obviously, we're all part of it.
I like being a part of it.
Me too.
It feels good. I've been laying in bed just texting and sending pictures and videos trying to set my dick appointments. I have a real cocktail today.
Oh.
I know. Well, don't get too excited. Don't get too excited, you guys. It was kind of embarrassing. Back to normal.
Do y'all think men can be thotty on Instagram?
Are you kidding me? Absolutely. I can pull up a dude's Instagram right now and show you what a thotty man looks like.
I hate the ones who are always like in studios and shit, always posting pictures with rappers, like me and the big homie working. You're not working on shit. You just saw him and took a picture, and your whole Instagram looks like you really do some shit when really you don't do nothing.
Or, I don't like this. I had a dude hit me up. He was attractive. I went to his Instagram. Every picture was him showing all this money. So
I knew you was about to say that.
What you want to do? And I said, well, before we do anything, rent is about to be due. So you want to meet me in my leasing office? And then he said, why would you say that? I said, why do you have all this money on your picture? How can I not say anything?
Okay.
How can I not say anything? You're standing on 50,000 stacks of crisp blue face hundreds. I'm saying something.
That's hilarious. Honestly, I feel like guys who do that, that's probably all the freaking money they have, and they just got it out of the bank just to like flex. I don't know.
Me and Hannah saw some guys on the top of the parking deck a couple weekends ago, and they were throwing stacks of money outside, and they're trying to capture like a boomerang, and then they would grab it all up and like throw it. And it was like a little stack of like, it was hilarious. We were just standing up there watching them like, wow, they're really doing it for Instagram.
The things people do for Instagram, it's just like guys will talk about how thirsty women are for the types of pictures that they post. But I'm like, the shit that you do to try and reel in a woman, at least that woman, if she's posting her sexy ass picture, she's a sexy ass woman. You don't have any money. And you're just playing with it.
You're catfishing me.
Yes.
But I am going to say, like, I've done that too.
Hey, we're
Post
honest
a bunch
here
of
on
money
I went to Vegas with this guy, Sean, and, I had
Sean
like
at?
hella fucking money. Hey, Sean. I had hella money, and I put that shit on a plate. I asked his friend Jason to go get a plate from the cabinet. I'm name dropping like a motherfucker, but it's cool. And I had a fork and a knife, and I was sitting there like posing as if I was like about to cut the Benjis and like.
Was it a lot of money?
It was a lot.
Did they
it was
let you
like at
keep
least
it?
like 20 grand or something.
Did they let you keep some of it? And did you ask?
I had, you know, when you stay at the Cosmo, like you have the room key and you can like just use that for wherever. So I went shopping, I went and got food, massage, all of that. But, cash, like for me, just for gas and not gas, parking, which was like $70 at the airport. Cause he made me fucking drive. He wouldn't get me an Uber. So I was like, okay, I'll park my car. But when we come back in like 3 days, you're going to have to pay for my parking. So I paid, in all ones.
Your little hands in all ones. So it makes me wonder, have we all ever just put on for the gram?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
When it's like
1000%.
a beautiful home, when expensive things are around, yes, I'm about to pretend. And it's not even just for the gram. I just want to keep this moment so I can manifest later. You know, I just want to, can I feel good for
Shit, I've been like taking videos this entire time I've been here. Like,
studio in the stew. New album dropping soon.
Okay.
I've definitely put on for the gram before, and y'all not going to act like you haven't.
I'm actually going to put on right now. We about to and you know what filter I'm gonna use? The LV filter that everybody be using right now. Yes,
I haven't used that. I've never been using the filter
in the studio, y'all. Yes, cocktails. What's up?
Hey guys,
say hello. Yeah,
Kim, you are a certified baddie. First of all,
certified baddie. Y'all hear that shit? Certified baddie.
Coming to
tune
you straight
in
from
on
a real
Thursday.
one. What's up?
Yes, tune in.
We're so ratchet.
Oh, let me turn that off. Sorry, my bad.
have you ever gone on a date with somebody and their Instagram really didn't even look like they were putting on? You just thought that they were like humbly living this fabulous life, and then you find
Just
out.
their Instagram? Because I'm on Tinder too.
Well, Tinder too.
I'm
you
still
find out
on
what?
Tinder. I haven't deleted
You
my
find out
account.
that they don't have that life.
Oh my gosh. Absolutely. Have you ever been out with somebody that ain't putting on for the gram. They don't even have the gram. They've not
and they're
putting
rich
on for
as
nobody.
fuck.
And you go and they're rich as fuck and they put you on to some new shit and you want to put on for the gram, but you be embarrassed to pull your phone out and be like, let me show where we at. You just act like you're used to it. Have you ever had a moment like that in life?
Yeah.
And you're
All
like,
the time.
I hate when I gotta act like I'm used to
I hate it because you want to show everybody. You want to be like, yeah.
But at the same time, you don't want to act like them other bitches that are like,
and then they're not going to invite you out no more. Like that time when you were telling me about the whole celebrity situation.
But
and you can't put on.
You know what's fucked up? The bitches that still do put on to this day are the bitches that are going home and fucking them at the end of the night. I don't want to be that. You know what I'm saying? But I do want to hang out. You feel me? So I
want to be able to be regular and you on Instagram.
I want you to actually put me on yours. I just want to be in the background so people can be like, wait a minute, bitch. Did I see you on such and such a story? Yeah, girl.
Oh yeah, we were hanging out. It was no big deal. I was trying to hide from the
I'm trying to hide from the camera, but really I'm hoping everybody sees me. Yeah, that celebrity situation I wanted, and that was like before Instagram stories. That was probably Snapchat years. And I really wanted to take a picture. I really wanted to like do some videos.
Can you say who we're talking about?
I'll say it. I mean, I don't know that nigga.
Name drop. We're all gonna go around and we're all gonna name drop right now. You go.
Okay, so we were with Drake. And I was like, bitch. Drake wasn't the one who invited me out. It was this other guy, T. So I was talking to T at that point. T invites me out. He was like, bring your homegirl. I'm with Drake. And I was like, she is not a groupie hoe. Like, and you're not with Drake. He was like, no, for real, I'm with Drake. Meet me at the Cheetah. So I'm like, okay, whatever. We get to the Cheetah, bitch. I'm sitting at the table. It's me, T, Irv Gotti, and Drake. And I'm just like trying to text under the table like, bitch, you need to stop babysitting that lady's baby because you need to come. Like, Drake is
That's
here.
A real friend.
And we ended up going to the strip club after that. We went to Diamonds Up.
Oh,
were you here?
Maybe I wasn't.
Maybe you weren't here. Maybe you had already moved to Miami. I don't know. Or no, I think this is when you worked at Compound, maybe, and you were at work because it was definitely the weekend.
Okay.
If I can remember, yeah. But anyway, we ended up going to the strip club. He had the plates of money just being carried around. We smoked a hookah together. It was great. I'm like, we're friends, and he doesn't remember me because we saw him again in another city at another time, and it was the same good experience over again. But I'm like, I still can't pull out my phone.
And you can't, or else it's just going to be like, especially with Drake. The name drop that I'm choosing to do, I don't even know if y'all are going to know who he is. And if you don't, you're not big into sports and if you don't know hockey. Up my IG.
Okay. What's his name?
His name is PK Subban. He is one of the top.
Is he on the radio?
No, he's a hockey player. He's one of the only black, hockey players. And so I used to be a flight attendant. He used to try to, for a private airline. And he used to try to always holler at me and I just wasn't with it. Well, one day my friend who was also a flight attendant, she was like, well, I'm talking to somebody on the team. Just come. Just come. He really wants to take us out. He takes us out. He shuts down the whole restaurant. We got whatever we wanted. The chef came. I felt like a princess. I'm not sure I've ever felt like that. I felt like a whole
It was
princess.
just you guys?
It was just me, the other girl that the other teammate was dating, the teammate and him.
Okay.
And we go to this restaurant. I can't remember what city we were in. We were flying. And so girl, it was like the most lavish experience. And people were wanting to take pictures. It was so dope. I wanted to pull out my phone and get on Instagram and be like, restaurant shut down for a bitch. But I couldn't do that. He was going to be like, you ratchet asshole. You ain't never seen nothing.
You're not used to nothing. But I'm not used to this.
Nothing. There was paparazzi. They were there for it was incredible and it was amazing. And we kind of talked for a little bit and then.
I was going to say what happened to that.
Well, he started dating this white girl. She's also an athlete. He was kicked to the curb. That's what happened with that.
Well, that's all right, girl. That is all right.
That is all right. Name drop, Kim. You next.
Oh shit! Did I really say that?
It was your idea.
It was your whole idea.
No, someone that are we talking one-on-one or are we talking like?
It doesn't matter. No, whatever the situation was where you wanted to pull your phone out and be like, bitch.
Yeah. So I went to a house party one time. The Weeknd was there. Trey Songz was there. Travis Scott, and A$AP Rocky.
Who were you with?
I was with this fucking hoe.
You gotta have a hoe on the team.
This Asian hoe. And I met her actually through Instagram. And so she hit me up and she was like, oh, you're so pretty, like blah, 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 blah. So we got to talking and I went creeping on her page and I saw that she knew a lot of people. So we got to talking and finally we went to a house party. This was like it wasn't even in Atlanta. I think it was like in Sandy Springs or something like that. And we went and then it was just like us, right? All of the guys and it was like a few girls, but it was super chill, right? And then like an hour later, all these people come to the house party and they start recording all these guys and whatever. And like literally I'm sitting in the middle of the couch. And then I have like all these guys next to me and like the rappers, you know, and I'm like, damn, I really want someone to fucking take a picture right now, you know, and like Trey Songz had his arm around me. We were talking.
And
like,
Trey Songz
you know
really doesn't play with the phones.
Oh, yeah. I see exactly. So like, I don't know. I don't have a picture or anything from that night. And, you know.
And it's just not fair because if you were like a Kylie or fucking somebody else celebrity, if you pull out your phone, it's not even no one's going to be like, but if you're just like regular and you just want to be like, well, I just want people to see I'm cool.
Yeah. And I don't even like broadcasting that or like even telling people that because then, you know, they'll be like, well, why didn't you post it? Like, let me see a picture. And it's like,
so you can't,
I'm not trying to be like every other fucking hoe out here. You
can't even really talk about it. And then people be looking at you like you lying. And so you just be like, I'm going to keep it to myself.
They'll never believe it anyway.
Yeah, and fuck it. You just need to keep it, keep it a fucking secret.
We need to put a hoe on the team. We need some hoes on the team at all times because hoes really do have the move. When I lived in Miami and I knew the hoes, that's one of the reasons why I didn't want to live there no more because it was too many hoes. And I was like, yo, I'm not going to be fucking them. Like, I'm not going to be fucking everybody. Y'all fucking everybody. Like, but the hoes have the moves.
They always have the moves. That's why I think, like, as you get older and you lose a lot of friends and then you start losing your hoe friends first. Because they keep going hard.
They keep going. You get to a point where you're like, which road am I taking?
Yeah.
Am I going to go the hoe route?
Am I going to be
or the adult route? You know?
I'm half and half.
Yeah. Like, honestly.
I'm at a crossroads.
And I even tell people, too, like, I feel like this is the case for, like, a lot of us women. But I could honestly be driving a fucking Bentley, living in a goddamn mansion, but I don't want to act like that. I don't want to act like a fucking hoe. I don't want to, you know, be easy. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to give them, because they get that shit everywhere. So you have to figure out what's going to make you stand out. You know? So, like, and it sucks because sometimes I'm just like, fuck, I want to be in a mansion. Like, give me a fucking, you know.
I'm tired of paying my rent.
Like a G-Wagon or something. But at the same time, it's like, I can't, like, I would much rather, like, work and make my own money, honestly, than to be hoeing out there like that.
And it's funny. Me and one of my friends were having this conversation the other day. Like, the hoes that really do go full force with it, they really are dedicated. I'm not gonna lie, there have been times when there have been men in my life and they're like, if you do this, you will have the world.
But it's like, I don't want to do that.
Do it, and you gotta be made for that shit. I can't.
You gotta be made for it.
My attitude's not really built for it, and
I can't fake it for that long.
I can't. You're gonna move me in the mansion. I'm gonna have agreed to it, and then I'm gonna have attitude. Now you're gonna be like, well, bitch, you gotta go.
Be hoes everywhere.
Now I'm gonna be homeless.
Yeah,
I can't do this shit.
There's
you gonna
bitches
get
out
car
there
repossessed.
like plotting, like how they're gonna like meet this guy, where they're gonna run into them, then they're gonna do this, then get pregnant by them, and da 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 da. Like, I'm sorry, but like, you only have one life to live. Like, I'm not about to just like plan my entire life plotting on my next move, trying to get like some extra cash from a fucking rapper. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But I will be your friend.
Yeah.
Right. We can be friends.
I'll help you plan out the hoe moves, you know, but it's certain things that I'm not going to be able to do.
Yeah.
And that'll probably be fine for her because more for her. I just want to be the friend.
I just want to be the friend. Let's find them. Let's find the hoes and be their friends.
They're on Instagram.
Let's do it. They're going to be at Believe tonight. Can we go?
I got to get cute. That's what I told Brittany. Y'all about to have me at Believe looking like the little basic friend. No. All right. Well, shall we move on to Indecisive Diana, or should we keep this discussion rocking?
We can move on because it's after 9:30. I'm going to change the battery.
Okay.
Would you stop thinking about what everyone wants? Stop thinking about what I want, what he wants, what your parents want. What do you want? What do you want?
It's not that simple.
What do you want? What do you want?
All right, Diane. So what cute little fun date idea do you have for us this week?
Hey ladies, it's me, Indecisive Diane, and let me tell you about this cute little bar. It's not upscale, it's kind of dusty, but here's the deal. They have really nice cuisine. It's an American restaurant in Buckhead. It's relaxed. You can wear what you want to wear. You can go here with a sugar daddy. Nobody's going to see you because really nobody goes there. But the drinks are nice. They play the sports. They got great food.
Okay, girl, what's the address?
Here's the address. It's 3280 Peachtree Road, right next to the Flying Biscuit. It's a little hard to find. The parking is expensive. It's going to be at least $20 to $25, so make sure you go there with a sugar daddy.
Okay, girl. Is it in, if you said it's in Buckhead,
It's in Buckhead, Atlanta, Georgia, 30305. They close at 1 a.m. Go there, have a good time, network, if you know what I mean.
girl, we don't, but thank you.
Bye, ladies.
Is there something that interferes with your happiness or is preventing you from achieving your goals? If so, BetterHelp Online Counseling is there for you. BetterHelp offers licensed professional counselors who are specialized in issues such as depression, stress, anxiety, relationships, sleeping, trauma, anger, family conflicts, LGBT matters, grief, self-esteem, and more. Connect with your professional counselor in a safe and private online environment. Anything you share is confidential and it's so convenient. You can now get help at your own time and at your own pace. You can schedule secure video or phone sessions plus chat and text with your therapist. If you're not happy with your counselor, you can request a new one at any time at no additional charge. Best of all, it's truly an affordable option. And for Cocktails listeners, get 10% off your first month with discount code COCKTAILS, COCKTALES. So why not get started today? Go to betterhelp.com/cocktails. Simply fill out a questionnaire to help them assess your needs and get matched with a counselor you'll love. That's BetterHelp, BetterHelp.com/cocktails.
Okay, now we are back, you guys, and it is time for the advice. Remember, if you want our advice, I don't know why you would, but some of you do. Email it to us, askcocktails@gmail.com. So I have one pulled up. The subject line says, I have been recruited. Did you print that out?
No.
Okay. So it says, hey ladies, I want to start off saying I love the podcast. It's amazing. I started listening to it randomly one day and fell in love. I even put my friend on. By the way, we're waiting on the next live show. No rush. Y'all are putting the pressure on our necks for that. Like, can we get through the holiday?
Can you send us some venue options? Also, I mean, kind of help us a little bit. If y'all gonna rush the shit.
Right. Okay. Anyway. Back to the advice. So I've recently been recruited by a couple to join them in the bedroom, and I'm kind of torn on what to do. LOL. This would be my first time doing something like this. I really want to because I've never had a threesome, but I would like to try it. What do you guys think? Should I just say fuck it and do it, or should I just not? LOL. If I go along with it, is there any rules that I should follow? Any advice helps. Thanks, guys. Sincerely. I'm not saying your name.
I think it's great that we have Kim here because this bitch was just talking about she was about to beat a bitch ass.
Right?
No. So this person was talking about having a threesome with a married couple.
Well, she just said a couple.
They're a couple.
A couple. All right.
So she's the one coming in.
I've had a lot of threesomes, and just not with someone that I'm involved with because I get jealous.
Unicorn.
I'm the unicorn. Yeah. So I would say fucking go for it because having sex with other couples is like, it's kind of fun and it's like hot.
I said the same thing, girl. Do it.
And I would say, as long as because after a while, like if you, sometimes you can kind of lose touch, or maybe not touch is the right word. Sometimes you can lose yourself in a situation like that. Like when you're having a threesome with a married couple or a couple that's been together for a while. So what I would say is as long as you remember that you are the outside or the unicorn girl, then you're fine. And make sure that you always respect their relationship. Don't try to get too involved. Don't be texting him. Don't be calling him. And I would say, you know, if it's going to be something that you're going to keep on doing like consistently with that couple, then become like friends with the girl. Get to know her as well, because she's trusting you. You know what I'm saying? And she's welcoming you into that relationship. So I would say as long as you kind of know your boundary and where to kind of fall back, then it can definitely be something fun. You know?
I think that's the best way to try a threesome if you never have. It's better to do it as the unicorn than one of the people in the couple.
Exactly.
They're gonna, hopefully, if they've done this before, they're probably gonna treat you like a queen.
Yes.
Because like you're a treat for them. You have to remember you are literally the gift.
Yeah, they
and
need
let them
you.
treat you like that. Yeah. Because they're going to do whatever they can to make you happy. I mean, unless she gets jealous like you did.
I mean, go the other way. But if they want you there and it's a, you know, pretty strong couple, it's going to be fun, girl.
And you can just straight up I would ask the girl directly, is everything okay? Are there any boundaries? Like,
I would
let
say,
me know.
Yeah, a lot
You
of
have to know what the boundaries are.
You need to have that conversation.
Yeah.
Have the conversation. Communication is key so that you can have a successful threesome.
But when I had my threesomes with a couple, I didn't really ask what the boundaries were. Like, I kind of just knew. Like,
did they make you comfortable though?
Absolutely. 1000%. Yes.
Okay.
Very comfortable and very sexy, if you know what I mean.
Are you still cool with them, or was it like you did that and then it was like
cool
bye?
with them. But at the same time, I would say like you have to know like what the boundaries are. Like, so I don't necessarily agree when you guys say like you have to ask what the boundaries are. They're a couple. They're bringing you in to like have sex with them and have fun. So, like, don't fuck with their relationship and just be that, like, side bitch. And if you're not
like
cool
sexual
with that,
boundaries. Like, some girls might not want you to kiss their
man. There
man.
better not be any boundaries if you're going to invite me over to fuck your man.
That is how I feel, too. Like, why can't I kiss him? But I feel you.
Yeah,
you
might want to ask.
If I do go to kiss him and you punch me in my chin.
It's a problem. Like, ooh. I would say if you don't want to ask, just kind of follow her lead. Let her show you or tell you what's okay.
Like, even though you're the star, let that bitch feel like the star. Even though
she can be the director and you can be the star.
Yeah. Okay. I like that.
Here's the next one. It says, she said read ASAP. So we're reading it ASAP, girl. The subject line was, Are we be friends? Hey, loves. This is time sensitive as he is coming to ATL this week. You can keep me anonymous. So I went to CAU, whistle. And while I was there, I was super focused. Now that I've graduated, people have just been coming out of the woodworks. Could be that post-grad glow up, LOL, who knows? Let's call this one guy Anthony. He reached out to me via Instagram. Anthony is great. Like total package great. No kids, smart, tall, dark, great job, ambitious. I could go on. So naturally, I'm attracted to him. So we started texting. Anthony, who is also an alum, now lives in San Fran. We started texting heavy every day, all day. We connect instantly. So much so, he says to me he wishes he would have approached me while we were in school because he would have had a better experience if I was a part of it. This sounds like some game, girl. We talk about what we look for in significant others, and he tells me I sound like I'm the perfect woman for him. After texting for about 3-4 weeks, he asked me to come to visit him. I shrug it off the first 2 times he asked, but he mentions it at least 2 times a week. So finally I ask him, why does he want me to come so bad? Medina, Kiki, do you know what this man said to me?
What, girl?
He loves his city and wants everyone to visit him and starts to say, I want my parents to move here, my friends, and even my girlfriend. So I say to him, girlfriend, like current or future? He says current. What? My heart sunk.
Was that a typo?
So I tell him, I can't talk to him no more. Morally, I just can't do this because I'm attracted to him. And the type of conversation we were having doesn't make me comfortable because he has a girlfriend. He then apologizes and says, I'm very different than what he has imagined in a good way and would really like to just be my friend. So Anthony promised not to be flirtatious or call me nicknames, etc. I'm a little confused, girl. I don't know how this is going. All the little shit you do when you're talking as we were. So I agreed to be just friends. Fast forward 6 months, we are friends and we talk, text, Skype, IM while at work, and FaceTime. more than we did before I even knew he had a girlfriend. First of all, she handled that situation very calmly. I've started to like him even more. We've done a good job at simply friendly conversations and topics until one day sex was the topic.
Of course.
We talked about everything.
I was waiting for that.
We talked about everything from positions, toys, porn, and even you guys and the show. Okay. I didn't realize how much I liked him until after this conversation. I've tried distancing myself from him once before, and he told me he felt a way about it and missed our conversation. This is where I need your help. My friends are telling me to tell him how I feel in all honesty, but don't expect anything from him. Just be honest. They feel like I don't owe his girl shit because I don't know sis from a can of paint. But I don't know. I feel like this is morally wrong because he has a girlfriend. All I think about is Swizzled Beats. An Alicia Keys situation. I know you meant Swiss girl. But I also feel like, why are you talking to me so much? Like, when do you talk to your girlfriend? Is something missing in his relationship that you can talk to me as much as you do? Y'all, I don't know. I need some help. Do I tell him how I feel to be honest or hold on to my feelings, keep my feelings to myself and distance myself from him? Sign, I don't even know what his dick looks like.
What? You gotta let that situation go.
That shit sounds so complicated.
And it doesn't have to be because that's somebody else's man. And if you continue your fake friendship with him, talking to him all day, you're probably going to start liking him.
She already does. She's in love with him, I think. And she needs to retract, bitch. Back up, start over, because this dude, like, here's the thing that I can't get over. It's like, if you know someone's in a relationship and they want to be your friend, I automatically say, fuck that. I'm not looking for any more new guy friends. So you either want to be with me or not. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, like, fast forward, how long did she say? 6 months, 3 months, whatever?
Something.
That's a long time, girl. You're trying to find a friend in a different state. You don't need that.
You don't. And if we are going to be friends, where's your girl at? We need to all be friends.
Okay. I'm not about to have her hunting me down. Because
we just burned down a house.
Exactly.
Man didn't pick up when she was on her way. It just is crazy. But on the flip side of things, I am going to say this. You know, I always got to give that other side. What? Because I have been there before, bitch. I'm not going to act like I haven't. Obviously, there's some feelings involved. Should you decide to keep pursuing this, which I personally feel like you are, because bitches don't listen. We all have had friends do this. If it wasn't you, if it was your friend and you were in a situation that you know is not going to be great, your feelings are going to get stomped on. He's going to rip your heart out, Harlem shake on it, toss it up, spit on it, and he's going to fuck you up. That's what is going to happen from this. You're still going to fuck with him. I know it. You know it. But your feelings are going to be hurt. So if you can some way dig deep inside and find that Beyonce strength that we all have, bitch, try to find it. Because that shit's going to fuck you up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then you're going to be sending in another email.
You're going to be sending another email about how you burned his house down and now you're in prison.
And you want us to put some money on your
Or you pregnant and he just left and not taking care of the baby.
And or you need money for the commissary, you know, just saying.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, well, next one. Help. Trip to Houston for the first time and I need a finesse-filled adventure. Hey ladies, I am going to Houston next month and I need suggestions for restaurants, bars, lounges. Y'all, we are not promoters. This is why I wanted to read this one.
Sometimes like I'm a travel planner.
Yeah. Like I go places, but you got to think about it. There's so many different vibes and stuff. Really, I don't know. The best app that I can recommend is called Urban Daddy. You can put in a lot of different options if you want to go to a bar, if you're looking for rich men. It's catered to the city that you're in. They have most major cities on there. You're going to have to do that because, I don't know what to tell you. And I like the hotel bars and the steakhouses.
And I like that place, the Breakfast Club.
The Breakfast Club is good.
Yeah, it's a good breakfast spot. You're not gonna be no dudes there.
Wait,
so
she's in Houston?
She's going to Houston. Do you have a spot?
No.
I mean, you might meet dudes there because the last time I was there, it was a bunch of men, and I was like, I thought y'all had jobs in Houston. I was a little confused. They could have been college students. I don't know, but they were some good looking men.
But what was the name of that place you had your birthday dinner?
Steak 48. That's a really good restaurant. You can go sit at the bar. It's expensive, but you can go sit at the bar and have a drink. There's lots of men there. There's another restaurant next to it. I forget the name of it, but it's a Greek place. I went there. That was good. You can always go to the address. Prospect Park.
Okay, so you do know a lot of places.
Yeah, in this city. But these are the places. These are the places that I go. So I'm just saying, like, I don't know what all you want. And it's kind of hard to tell somebody because we're not the same. You're 23. I'm 31.
Where did we have the after party at? Because that was
called Dior Saturdays.
Dior Saturdays was fun, bitch. Go there.
When are you going? Oh, she said next month. I was going to say I'll be there in a couple of days. Follow my Instagram. I'll post everywhere I go and then do it that way. But good luck. Hopefully you have fun. Now, I don't get no rich, wealthy men. That's what she's asking for. Black ones.
I know where to find them in Atlanta. I can't help you in Houston.
Yeah, that's what she put in here. Yeah. So, girl, I don't know. I'm still figuring it out. I'll let you guys know if I have any luck.
Did you make a seeking arrangements account?
Okay.
Seeking arrangements.
Look, I just made one.
You made it? Wait. Have you ever been on sugardaddies.com?
No, but I went on Sugar Daddy Meets, and it's fake. They all want to offer mentorship. And I was like, why the fuck do I need you to mentor me, bro? This is... I signed up sugar daddy.
I signed up for a dating website that I'm kind of ashamed to say, but just for the sake of whatever, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Farmers only.
Wait, why farmers only?
Because I wanted to see what kind of people were on there.
So what'd you find?
Farmers be having money while we
on there. A lot of black guys on Farmers Only.
Are they actual farmers?
I don't think so. The site and the commercial and everything, like they try to make it seem like, you know, if you're a city girl or a city guy, like don't get on Farmers Only because this is for farmers only.
But they're lying to us.
Yeah, it's a lot of black guys on there. A lot of guys that are like a little bit like more overweight. I would say like a little bit more on the chubby side. But yeah, I signed up for that and I just wanted to see like what the hell it had to offer. Like,
did you meet
I'm
anybody
so open
in real
to
life?
like doing different things, you know, like cause when I go out, I don't really meet anybody. So I'm like, let me hop on Tinder or like whatever else. Like,
do you do Bumble?
Bumble, I actually got kicked off of Bumble.
Why?
Yeah, because there was a lot of accounts, with my pictures.
Oh, damn.
So they sent me an email or no. They didn't even send me an email at this point. I tried to log in. It like automatically logged me out. And I like Bumble because it's a lot of cute guys on there. Like,
where are they at? I must be on the wrong
What neighborhood do I need to be in?
And they're all like established and everything. So anyways, I tried to log back in and I got an email and it said there's been reports that there's multiple pages of you or whatever. So I called like the corporate office. I'm like, yo, customer service. Like I need to get the fuck back on Bumble, you know, like it was hella like good looking guys on there. But then they wanted a picture on my ID and everything. And I was like, okay, that's weird. I'm not going to tell you like where the fuck I live.
I'll just delete that.
Yeah. So,
and
farmers only.
And farmersonly.com.
I saw the commercial and I was like, I have to get on here to see what the fuck this is about.
Are you enjoying it? Like, have you met anyone off of the app?
No. I scrolled for about 30 minutes. I lied. Okay, like an hour or two. and then, I just like, it was just like a lot of black guys, a lot of guys that, I mean, it was like a lot of, farmers, you know,
Are
or
you
rednecks
open to
or
dating
whatever.
outside of your race?
Yes. I love me a black guy. I'm like so into them. I don't know why. If it was up to me, like, yes, I would love to like marry a Persian guy, but at the same time, there's really not that many of them. And then with Persians, if you're a guy, you're either like really cute or you're really fucking ugly. And I just can't do in between. And they're normally really short and they have small dicks.
Oh, really?
Yes. I've slept with like quite a few, you know, and
I haven't slept with a Persian man before.
I feel like Persian men are really rich, and I might just.
That's what I be thinking about.
Indians are rich. You want to get with a rich man? Fucking date an Indian.
All right, where the Patels at? Where the Patels at?
Atlanta, damn it.
Motherfucking Patels at?
Yeah, go to a corporate dental office. You'll find all sorts of Dr. Patels over there.
Wow.
That is so true.
iMagics. They got a lot of Patel doctors. I used to work in the dental field.
I'm sorry. Like, I can tell you where to find them. That's
Now
one thing she knows.
She's like, I know where the Patels at. It's time for us to move on to the best part of the show, which is the cocktails.
But if you ain't got a buck, I won't cup 'em. Spend 100 on me, it ain't nothing. Run it double D, so stuck 'em. Back to the point, is it some cash in this place? If it is, I'll probably see the stats in your face, turn around. Once upon a time, not long ago, I was a
Kiki has an OG cocktail this week.
I do. But I gotta go first.
You don't want to? Your eyes all low and glossy.
Shut up. I'm gonna tell y'all what's going on in a minute.
Okay, I will go first. I'm going to read because I care about the listeners. So I'm
because you're being secretive.
I'm gonna do I printed out two.
Okay.
This one says the subject is first time with a woman. This definitely just
Ooh, I hope this is a good one.
Yes.
I'm so excited for this.
I'm excited for this too. So she says, "Hi, Medina and Kiki. I love y'all and just want to congratulate you on all of your success."
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, girl. But let's get to the story. I met this fine ass stud through some mutual friends at a birthday dinner. When I say fine, I mean fine. Caramel skin, beautiful eyes, and just had that swag to where she knows she was fine. That's how I feel about Young M.A. If I ever meet Young M.A., I'm fucking that bitch.
Song?
She called her We're flirting at the dinner table, making conversation because I've made advances at this woman before, but never on some serious shit. I just be playing. Whole time, I'm not knowing her ex is sitting alongside of her. Fast forward maybe 3 to 4 months down the road, several dates and nightcaps later, I knew tonight was the night. I wanted to eat some pussy. Ooh. I invited her over, had the candles burning, and a couple of bottles of wine to spare. We're sitting on the couch watching pointless ass Netflix shows, but having a good ass conversation. I played the I'm tired role and invited her into the shower with me before bed. She agreed.
That's very I'm tired. Wait a minute. How you gonna just ask somebody to hop in the shower with you?
Right, that was so casual.
When you're like, I'm tired, you made me lay in the bed and put your booty.
Wait, did you guys pop a Molly before? Like what?
This bitch is like, I'm tired. You trying to get in the shower naked and rub on my pussy? Like, okay. Okay, where did I go? She agreed to get in the shower with me, told me to go in first, and she followed behind me. So we're wine drunk. And words are slurring at this point. I cut on some Chris Brown. I love cutting on some Chris Brown because I know she likes him. And I start to run the shower water. I can barely rinse my body good before I see her come in the bathroom undressing.
I feel like you're reading a sex, like a real sex, like a book.
Yeah. Have a whole sex novel. At this point, I'm turned the fuck on because I've never just been so infatuated with a woman's body. So she gets in and starts kissing my neck from behind, grabbing my ass and starting to choke me. She then turns the shower head and lays me down in the shower and starts giving me some grade A head.
Oh.
She's gently kissing, sucking, and licking and gets harder when she feels me about to come. Wait, what got hard? It says it gets harder when she feels me about to come.
I don't know.
Okay.
we go just skip over that part.
Stops me right at my climax and starts to finger me while licking and sucking on my clit. I come and told her it was my turn. I aggressively, with my drunk ass, switched positions while telling her to talk me through it. She knew it was my first time with a woman. She's telling me when to slow up and speed up, and I'm coming on myself at this point, and she finally comes. And when I say she tastes so good, I lick that shit all the way up. We're sitting in the shower at this point just making out, and me in disbelief at what had just happened. We washed up, get out the shower, and stayed up all night talking about how amazing that was for some shower sex. The end.
Oh, I don't like shower sex, but that's okay.
I am not a big fan of shower sex, but if it's really good sex, I will just do the shower sex.
Yeah.
I
will.
like the shower sex.
Shower is like good for foreplay, but anyways.
But because sometimes
but girl sex is like
you're just using finger. When you do have a dick and you gotta try not to slip, and if that nigga tall, you gotta stand up, lift your boot.
So
yeah,
your pussy juice like gets washed
starts to
away.
yeah, and then it kind of
It's not
hurts.
the same shit as water. So
it is a lot when you're with a man, but a woman, you can take that shower head and go to work.
Or you keep you a little oil in the shower, like the baby oil gel. I love to do that. It's good for even if you just want to masturbate in the shower and you don't want to dry.
Okay, Kiki.
But it also does need to be on a day or a week where I'm gonna have a wash day and wash my hair. Or we're not just jumping up in that bitch. Like,
but so what got hard?
That's what I wanted to know, but maybe I just read it wrong. Maybe she meant it was getting harder to resist her.
Maybe so. Maybe
okay.
That had to
be what it was.
Shit, I don't know if my story is going to be that good.
Mine is about to be embarrassing. I'll do mine next.
No,
okay. So I told you guys that I was ready for Thotumn this week. I'm like sending out all these text messages. So I hit up this guy and I was like, I need to see you soon. I felt like the way that the conversation was going, especially because it was only text, it's not like, I'm asking you about your day. I jumped right to it. I figured he knew I seriously meant sex, right? So last night, we decided we were going to have a lunch date today. So I'm thinking lunch date. I send you the address to my apartment. I'm not cooking lunch. You're about to eat my pussy. Like, that's how this is going to go, you know? So he was like, how long does it take you? How long do you have for lunch? Whatever. I was like, well, I have an hour, but I'm usually gone about an hour and a half to 2. So we got to make it happen within that 2 hours. I text him my address. He hasn't been to my place before. So he's like, okay, cool. So this morning, and this is why I'm super weird today. This morning, I was having some shoulder problems. And
is that why you smoke weed?
I didn't smoke the weed. It was CBD drops. And I didn't know that they had THC. And it has a lot of THC because there's a red sticker on it that says THC rich. So I'm high as fuck. I've been high since 10 o'clock this morning. So I take the drops. They go under your tongue, right? And I was like, ooh, this shit, I just love it because it feels good. Like I slept funny with my vibrator up to my head like a baby. So it was just a rough night. Rough night. So I get to work. I'm there. I have to do work as soon as I get there. So I'm ready to go. And I'm like, I already told him 12 o'clock. Like, I can't wait to have sex today. I'm just really horny. Yesterday, I got my pussy waxed. I'm ready to go. Right? So I see him calling me. I was like, okay, perfect. Let me pop my She Orgasm. So I take my She Orgasms and I'm ready to go. So he was like, you hungry? And I was like, I could eat. Whatever. He was like, okay, well, you want me to pick up some food or do you want to go somewhere? And I was like, I mean, what you got to taste for? It's up to you. I'm thinking, you're wasting time.
Yeah. It's a lunch break. I'm saying like, it's a lunch break, right?
Yeah. Okay. So he was like, okay, well, let's go to this restaurant. So I was just like, okay. He was like, it's near your place. I'm like, all right. We sat and ate lunch the whole time. There was no sex involved. We were like talking. And so anyway, I know I was being weird, so I have to call him later and explain because I didn't figure out still what I had taken. He was like, did you smoke today? And I was like, no, I don't really smoke like that. He was like, oh, your eyes are low. I thought it was my dramatic ass lashes. Y'all, I'm sitting at the table like feeling all over my hands. Everything feels so good to me, like every touch. The She Orgasms have kicked in.
Oh, God.
And I was feeling so tingly. I was like, there's no way I can even have a drink because I'm going to jump on him at the table. So he touches my hand and he's like, oh, I like your nails. I kid you not. It sent a shiver up my spine and I could just feel my pussy getting really wet. So I'm like, where is the food? So I'm looking around. I know I'm being weird.
Now you hungry.
Yeah, I'm hungry. Where is the food? I'm ready to go. I'm still watching the clock like, okay, it's 12:45. Like time is ticking away. Anyway, long story short, there was no sex involved. We ended up leaving. I had to go back to work and I was very confused.
Did you masturbate before you went to work?
Before I went to work? Yeah, I masturbate like every day, but not before I went back to work during lunchtime. I just had to go back to work and I'm sitting there like still touching myself. And then I text my friend who got me the drops and she was like, bitch, you're probably high as fuck right now. And I was like, that's what it is. And everything was so funny. Well, I didn't do any work. I was sitting on Instagram. That was like it. But hopefully I have sex tonight. So
you will.
Yeah, hopefully. We'll see.
If you want it to happen.
Because I can still feel it.
Put it in the universe.
Yeah. I'm having sex tonight. I'll have a real sex cocktail next week.
Hey.
Okay, your turn.
My turn?
Yes.
Where do I begin? Okay, tell me what kind of story you guys want to hear.
I want nasty.
You
I'm
want
not going to lie.
nasty?
I want nasty, yeah.
Like disgusting nasty
Yeah.
or like
But like
good
sexy,
nasty?
disgusting nasty.
Sexy, disgusting nasty. Okay, I got a good one for you. I'm not going to say his name.
You don't have to.
And he knows to listen in on Thursday. No. So this is not going to be like totally crazy, but like I said earlier, like I'm a squirter. This dude has never made me squirt so fucking... I didn't know I had that much water in me. Like, for real. I was just like, oh my God. So we went out one night. We were like, this was when he used to live with his roommate.
Mm-hmm.
His roommate was a DJ. And so we all went out, whatever, as a group. And we drank. I think I smoked a little bit, whatever. We came back to his house. And we were just like nonstop, like fucking. Like, I don't know what it was. It may have been the weed or something. Because that shit makes you horny as hell.
Weed does make you horny.
Yes.
Just hot.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes. So, I mean, I was trying not to like, get wet as she was reading that previous story.
Right.
And I'm high, I'm high right now. So anyways, we went back to his house and we fucked like everywhere. I mean, like in the balcony, on the fucking couch, and his roommate actually was home at that time in the room, and his door was wide open. And I said, let's go in the living room and fuck on your couch so your friend can hear it, and maybe he can like get off, on it. And I was like completely fucking wasted. So anyways, we're like fucking all over the place. The hottest thing was when we went out in the balcony, and he had like a corner unit, right? So his balcony was like on the fucking 12th floor or some shit like that. And I was naked and he was completely naked, I think. He may have had like a shirt on or something like that. But anyways, I was holding on like, okay, so the corner of the fence was like behind me, or the patio thing was behind me, and I had my legs on top of both of the sides.
Girl.
Because you're tripping.
Yeah, and like behind me is just air. It's nothing. We're like way high up.
You had to be drunk as fuck.
I was fucked up, and he was just fucking me, bitch. I squirted like like all over
like
the
a sprinkler
fucking
system.
yeah, like a fire hydrant, something like that. Squirted all over. I think to this day, that night was probably one of my favorite at home, like, sex moments that I've ever had.
But you weren't worried about falling off of the 12th floor?
Bitch, that was like part of the thrill. I was just like, oh my God. And then like right next to his building.
How do you explain that to your family if that's how you die?
That's what I'm saying.
Bitch just booty, butthole naked, legs all bent out. What was Kim doing?
Yeah.
Fucking and squirting on the 12th floor balcony?
And the thing is like, the building next to him is a nursing, it's like a nursing home, like a nursing high rise.
Yeah.
It's like where, the parents of the kids who are like doctors and lawyers and shit. So it's like a legit high rise, man. Them old folks were living. So I was just like, yo, like, what if they're looking at me right now?
Probably somebody
we
was
just
looking.
didn't give a fuck.
They had their applesauce. It was like,
And you know what happened? I was so fucked up that when we went to bed, girl, he fucked me so good that I was like snoring that night. Bitch, I was full on like, and you know how I know that? Because he fucking recorded me and sent me the video the next day.
That is so funny.
And then his roommate recorded us like having sex, like the noise. You know what I'm saying? Not us, but you could see his face. He's like, y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? Or whatever, like just looking at the camera like, what the fuck? And he fucking posted that shit on his social media, I think.
Oh my God.
Because the guy who I had sex with, he ended up getting the video, and I think it was like months later or something like that he sent me the video of us like fucking in the background as this guy is just like, what? And then it was my idea to go on fuck in his room and record it and then send it to him. Like, fuck you, motherfucker. You want to take a video of us? All right. Like, we're gonna fuck on your fucking bed. But that motherfucker was so damn dirty. His room was disgusting. I was like, I can't fuck in his room.
That's funny.
So that's basically it.
I'm just glad you didn't fall off that balcony.
Me
too.
Kim, thank you so much for coming. You were amazing.
Thank you guys for having me.
If you have
so
anything that you have going on and you want to plug it right now, would be the time to do it.
Yes. All right. So I just started my own makeup and beauty services business. I have a girl that does lashes.
Ooh.
I have someone that does hair. I do the makeup. We can go wherever you're at, whether it's like a venue, like a hotel room, or wherever you're trying to get ready at your house, whatever. We're mobile, so we can come to you instead of you having to go through all these other people and hire different people and having to worry about them being on time. You just call me and let me know exactly what you need. How many people need to get my services, and I'm going to bring my squad, and you guys are going to feel like you're a celebrity without having to pay like a fortune to have your own little glam squad.
So you bring a glam squad. What's the name of the company?
It's called Blushed by Kimia, and it's blush, like kind of like, you know, makeup blush, but with the ED at the end. So BLUSCHED by Kimia, BYKIMIA. You guys can follow me on the gram. And then my personal Instagram is Kim Kosari. It's KIMKOSARI. So you guys definitely check me out. Affordable prices. I got your back. Fucking hit me up and let's get snatched.
Let's get snatched and glammed the fuck up. I'm gonna hit you up, Kim.
Yes. I got you.
As usual, you guys, if you guys have any advice letters that you would like to send in and let us, you know, help you out with some stuff, hopefully, just send those emails in to askcocktails@gmail.com. If you want to send us a sexy ass story and have it read by some sexy ass bitches, send it to cocktails.atl@gmail.com.
And make sure y'all follow us on Instagram at Cocktails Podcast. I'm at Kiki Said So.
I'm Medina Monroe, and I'm at Coffee Bean Bean on Instagram.
And I need more water. All right. Bye, you guys.
Bye.
I'm sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Goodbye. Bye. 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 Bye.
Population.
Goodbye. Bye. Bye.
Wait on the track.
Bye. 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 Goodbye. Bye. 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 Bye.
Population.
Goodbye. Bye. 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 Bye.
Wait on the track.